Welcome to the You're in Charge podcast, prioritizing your self care without sacrifice. I'm your host, Heather Dumas, healthy lifestyle strategist, owner and founder of HD Transformations Coaching Company. I am passionate about helping you juggle all the balls and look and feel like a badass doing it. Have you found yourself in that cycle of eating, binging, and then starving, binging, and then starving? You go a few days and you hardly eat anything because you're trying to save your calories, but then you're starving. So then you shove everything you can in your face. Or maybe, we just got through the holidays. Maybe you were starving yourself the whole week. And then on the holiday itself, you ate everything in sight. I'm telling you, you probably know this already, but that is the worst possible thing you can do. That is the absolute worst possible thing you can do. There's a whole bunch of science behind it, which I will get into slightly, but I know you probably don't care about that. So, in a minute. But the reason is the worst possible thing you can do for yourself is because you are really screwing with your hunger signals and you are creating um, an obsession and an addiction and yeah, obsession in your brain over food instead of determining in your mind and in your body that food is just fuel, that we eat it because we need it, not because we want it or have to have it or it's naughty or it's bad or I should punish myself by not eating it because I had so many treats yesterday or whatever. It's really, really important if you want to create a permanent change in your health and create a healthier lifestyle and change your body in a positive way to eat well consistently, not starve yourself and go, 900 calories one day and 2,500 the next day and average it out, but instead to just consistently give your body what it needs. If you consistently eat the calories that your body needs to run effectively, to restore, cells that are damaged, to build muscle, to fuel your brain, to give you the energy to get through the day, you'll find that you're not craving anything, that your energy levels are obviously going to be more steady, but also your hormones are going to be more stabilized. And if you weren't part of my last audio event when we talked about hormones, shoot me a message and I'll give you a secret access to it, because that is a big conversation through all of those different interviews, a big theme through all of those different interviews, that food really changes or can have the power to change your hormones in a positive or a negative way. So, if you have been starving yourself and then rewarding yourself, please understand you're not a dog. Your children are not dogs. They don't need a treat when they behave well. You don't need a treat when you behave well. Insert starve yourself, because that's what we're supposed to do as women. Um, Stop it. Please stop it. Your body is, every time you starve yourself, your body's holding on to fat. It's burning muscle, which I don't think is your goal. And then when you starve yourself and then you flood your body with probably carbs because you're starving and that's the first thing you shove in your face, it then takes those carbs and it stores them. So your whole plan of eating less calories so that you can be skinnier is actually making you fatter. Let me say that again. Your whole plan of eating less calories is making you fatter, not skinnier. If you want to lose body fat, even if you don't want to build muscle, which you should build muscle, and we can have that whole conversation. I had that whole conversation a few weeks ago. Even if you aren't intent on building muscle, you just want to burn fat and quote unquote tone up, which is the stupidest fucking thing. But anyway, toning isn't a thing. Um, if you want to feel better, if you want to look better, if you want less body fat, you have to eat, but you have to eat well and you have to eat consistently. The peaks and the valleys, the roller coastering, the starving yourself, and then binging is what is causing your body to hold on to body fat. It's causing your hormones to go out of whack. It's going to make you tired as hell when you're not eating, grumpy. If you get hangry, that is a sign that your body cannot burn fat for fuel. That's a huge deal. That is a huge, huge deal. And the only way for you to change your body composition to look and feel the way you want to do is to be able to burn body fat. So if you're getting hangry, that means your hunger hormones and your insulin and your blood sugar, all of that system is not talking to you. They're not talking to each other properly. Your body is not using fuel efficiently. And by starving yourself and then binging later, or even if you think you're not binging, starving yourself and then going back to eating just a quote unquote normal day, you're creating even more havoc in that cycle. So, what do? You stop. Stop starving yourself. A, if you've been on a really, really low calorie diet for a long time, you have to reverse diet out of it. You have to gradually add more calories in, and it needs to be high quality calories. It needs to be high quality fats, proteins, vegetables, things that are going to give your body the nutrients to start revving that engine back up. So if you're concerned that you've been starving yourself, or if you think you have not been eating and your body's holding on to body fat or gaining body fat, that's why. If you need help getting out of it, that's where I come in. I've had several clients recently who came to me and they're like, I don't eat. I hardly eat anything. And I'm gaining weight. I'm getting fatter. I can't lose weight. And when we started looking at what they were eating and started shifting it, it was not all at once. It has to be very, very gradual because of what I said. If you're starving yourself and then you flood your body with stuff, it's just going to hold on to it. We gradually reverse dieted them out, which means we actually increased their calories and they lost weight. They lose body fat and they feel better because they're getting what they need. Their brain is functioning better. They have more energy. But it has to be done correctly and it has to be done strategically. You can't just all of a sudden start eating, pounds of fat like butter and bacon and all of that just to get calories. It has to be high quality stuff. So, I know a lot of people and a lot of women are out there just living on lettuce and running on the treadmill and wondering why their body isn't changing. And if that's you, I can help you. And the good news is it involves eating more food. And if that terrifies you, then we really need to have a conversation because you've conditioned your body and yourself to believe that food is the enemy, and it is actually not. Bad food is the enemy. So let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's get you on the right path. My program Revive, that is the very first part of it, is we reset your body, we reset your metabolism, we reset your lifestyle, we reset your approach to things. And in that first month, oh my gosh, the change that you'll see, the body fat that you'll drop, the pounds that you'll drop, and the energy that you'll increase will blow your mind. I've had almost all of my clients average 10 pounds of fat loss in their every single month throughout the program. Their energy levels are instantly skyrocketing. Their stress levels are instantly plummeting. So it is possible to create change, and it's actually not as hard as we make it. But starving yourself and then binging or saving calories and then, using them, they're not like currency. They're not money. You don't have like a calorie bank account. So you have to consistently eat. You have to consistently give your body what it needs so that if you do have that treat, if you do have that cookie, if you do have that, extra indulgent dinner, it won't make a difference. But if you starve yourself all week and then have it, you're going to hold on to every ounce of that food. So let's have a conversation. If you feel like you're struggling with that, I would love to help. And in the meantime, eat well. Don't starve yourself. You're not a rabbit. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you're in charge. You're the only one who can create the life and the body you desire. You and only you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to cheer you on and occasionally to give you the kick in the ass you need to make it happen. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you found value in today's episode, please hit subscribe. It'll bring all the newest episodes to the top of your list. You won't have to worry about it. One less thing. And I would love for you to share it with your most stressed out, frazzled friend. She needs it even more than you do. If you have a question or a topic that you'd like me to cover, reach out, shoot me a message on any of the socials or directly on my website. I would love to hear your idea, your question, and I'm always looking for new ones. Until next time, keep being the badass you are, and remember, you are in charge.